am live once again on this Thursday afternoon. Man, I have been counterpunching all day and it feels okay. Bars. Let's see what we got. We got Alex underscore Teddy. Big up, Kurt. Really appreciate your hustle. God bless you, bro. God bless you back, Alex underscore Teddy. Yeah, man, I've been on it today, man. I have not been playing any games, bro. No reindeer games, like one of my good friends used to say. And I got home late last night, hung out with my dad, and actually before I got home, I started watching the press conference between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. And first of all, let me let you guys in on something. It's not that I don't have love for the lightweight division. It was the fact that I was getting brutal. Buck Wild, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. I was getting discouraged to the point, like I'm getting discouraged in the heavyweight division, honestly. So I felt that way about the lightweight division because you had Teofimo, you had Devin Haney, you had Gervonta Tank Davis, you had Ryan Garcia, you had what you call these four kings. And at this point, and when I heard that labeling, it made me so furious. Why? Because how in the hell are you gonna call these guys four kings? Four kings of what? Yeah, they're undefeated. You got Stevenson too, right? Stevenson was there, and why will you call them that when they're not fighting each other? I remember the four kings of yesteryear. Who are the four kings of yesteryear? You had Duran, you had Leonard, you had Hearn, you had Hagler. Those were the four kings. Not these guys that are not fighting each other, except for right now. We got Gervonta Tank Davis taking on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia was actually late. And when you guys come in and hit that like button for me, but he was late. And, of course, that could be some strategizing, some trash talking opportunities for Team Tank, right? And they had a pretty cordial press conference. I thought it was going to be some shoving, some pushing, some slapping, some punching. So live in this piece, member for 7 months, counterpunch to you. Paul Shepard, keep up the good work. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Listen. Height definitely for Ryan Garcia, but like everything else, punching power, speed, agility, that's all Tank. Durability, Tank. However, though, I got to remind you guys, it's not really about how hard you can punch. It's how hard or how effective your punching power is on your opponent. You can punch right through a wall, but if you can't hit your opponent and hurt your opponent to that capacity, it doesn't really matter. So saying all that to say this, a lot of these guys get these reputations of being a hard puncher, and Ryan's left hook is going to catch Tank. Thunder's production counterpunch to you. And see, it's about how your punch hurts your opponent. Nothing else matters. It doesn't matter about your reputation. It doesn't matter about your experience. It doesn't matter about any of that shit. What anyone else says, it does not matter. What matters is what will your punch do and how will it have effect on the opponent in front of you. Okay, Floyd Mayweather made me realize that on January 20th, 2001, when he took on Diego Corrales, and Diego Corrales had like 29 wins. I mean, knockouts. He had 33 or 34 wins. So he had a high knockout percentage, whereas little Floyd was 24-0 with 17, which 24, wins with 17 KOs is not, a small number, but it wasn't anything based on the amount of knockouts that Diego Chico Corrales had. Okay, so, just giving you guys a history lesson like I like to do, because I also like to educate as well as inform you guys of news. Okay, and this may be one of those fights because Ryan is hella quick. I do think he puts his chin in the air too much, but hopefully, Dan Goosen will see that, point that out, immobilize that habit, and these guys can fight a successful fight. But I'm just in disbelief. Everyone is saying Tank, but anything can happen. Rudiato. Yeah, that's true, bro. Marlon Thornell. I think Tank can take Ryan's punch better than Ryan can take Tank's punch. That remains to be seen. Because, see, I haven't even heard of these guys sparring at any point. We heard about the Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis sparring sessions and how that went and who got the best of who and all this, that, and the other. But I don't, Ryan and Tank, man, that is a total experimental, new, fresh fight. And I absolutely love it, man. You should have seen me. I was like, oh, I was hyped because, especially when they got in each other's face. And I was like, oh shit, this is actually happening. This is actually happening. And you know what I can appreciate too, as well? Only thing I have a problem with Ryan is his head movement. Right. Gus said, what head movement? Exactly. King Grayson, salute to you, King Grayson. Alex_Teddy, did Ryan actually fixed his habit of closing his eyes when punching? Feel like these details can make or break a fight. It can. And I think the more nervous you are, the more your habits will be not only amplified. I think you will show them. You will display them more just by being nervous, because you're not thinking in there. You're not thinking on what you don't do. You're thinking on what you normally do or naturally do when you're in a certain situation. It reminds me of Amir Khan, when Amir Khan flinched, and Canelo, Canelo fainted at him, and he did this shit, and Canelo boom and knocked him right out. Yep, same shit. I got Ryan winning by TKO. I don't know, because see, this is my only thing with Ryan and Tank. If Tank can't get in, he won't win. Because if he can't get in and inflict pain and put that pain to him, there is zero chance of Ryan winning. Gus, I don't know about that shit, because I'm not going to say that, because see, here's the thing. Like I tell everyone, if the fight is not a discussion or a debate, it's not a real fight that we want to see as fight fans. It's just not. What can Garcia do to stop Tank from getting in the inside? Jab his ass, work combinations, make him respect his boundaries. When he does get inside, make him pay for getting there. And if he does get there, make him pay for getting in there. Psycho Crusher, funny how 1 pound can change the fight into a non-title bout. Yep. Hey, those weights matter, man. You better make those weights. Yeah, I don't see that happening. Fernie, Zacharias, what works in Ryan's favor is the fact that Tank does get hit a lot, but Tank fights every fighter different. Well, yeah, I'll say this, guys. He better not fight Ryan like he fought Leo Santa Cruz. Because you got somebody bigger, taller. Yeah, well, yeah. Leo Santa Cruz about what? Yeah, Ryan has Leo. Faster. He's faster than Rio. I think because he's bigger, he hits harder. He's in a different weight class. Leo Santa Cruz was a guy moving up. And Leo was smart, though. He made Tank catch him at a catch weight, but Tank still caught him, though, didn't he? I don't know what'll happen. Gus, I do know what will happen. Oh, shit. So what will Whoa, so who knows what will happen? I love this fight. Yeah, Gus just answered your question there, Zacharias or Fernie. Saxon boy. Ryan trying to keep it long, win the first few rounds until Tank catches up. Ryan gets caught trying to go to the body, if I had to guess. Um, Mongoose taking on a serpent, man. It just who's the serpent and who's the mongoose and who's the mongoose and who's the serpent. Because they're both really fast, and the agility of Tank makes him like he can get in and out. Like reminds me of a very like a running back with very good footwork and foot movement. That's what Tank reminds me of because he gets in there. And then may I dare say he's better than someone like Sean Porter, and we all know Sean Porter fights like a fucking football player. We all know that. Shit. Like Sean Porter is one of those guys that he's gonna fight you rough and tough. He may hit you 5 times in the inside. He'll be tapping you. And if those points really landed, it's like it'll be a hell to score those type of fights. But Tank, I think his footwork I think he's swifter than guys like Sean Porter. Sean Porter's just bigger. Now understand this. When Tank moves up in weight, Tank will fight like Sean Porter because he'll have to. And he'll probably slow down. Probably. Now, if Tank can move like Pacquiao and still move up in weight, he will be one dangerous mofo. I'm going to tell you that. He will be dangerous. He will be destructive, devastating. And he will be a phenom because most guys, when they move up in weight, he's already a short guy. He's only 5'6". He's a little bitty fellow, but he's Tank. He's thick. So if he's able to do that, and he does, he will be devastating. He will be a phenom. But also the most important thing, that if Tank can move like that at welterweight, if he can move like that at 147 or even 154, I dare go there. That means that he was fighting out of his weight class anyway. Just like Vinny Pazienza used to. Vinny Pazienza thought he was a 140 pounder until he knocked out somebody 20 pounds heavier. And it was like, dude, why don't you try to fight at another weight class? And he looks just fine. He was a chunky guy, but I mean, that's how he's supposed to be built. God makes you only a certain way. You can drain yourself if you want to, but you're going against nature. You're not going with nature. So that's a big deal. Yeah. Non-head movement versus can't miss that big head. Oh, Nathan, everyone talks about Ryan's speed, but I feel like no one brings up Ryan's power as well. Ryan, you need to understand something about Ryan Garcia. Speed is power. Speed is power. I mean, if you get hit, look what happened to Fortuna. You remember Fortuna? Fortuna was just like this guy that thought he could take these shots, and he found out he couldn't. Because those left hooks were hitting him, and he was like, oh shit. And it hit him so fast, it was a delayed reaction. So if anything, see the type of speed that Ryan has, he'll give you those delayed effects because he hits you so fast that you're not expecting something that fast to be that powerful and has that much impact on you. But it will. But he does. That's the thing about it. It's kind of hard for me to say who would win. Tank is a powerhouse. However, Ryan is fast, and he'll have that one-hit quitter. I don't know about the one-hit quitter. I don't think Tank is a one-hit quitter like Guy, but then, we don't know. We really don't know anything about this fight. I'm glad that these guys have took the test finally. You guys see Leonard Ellerbe over there looking like a bald-headed ass Santa Claus? At first, I'm like, who the fuck is that back there? And then I looked, I'm like, that's Leonard Ellerbe. This motherfucker's finally decided to grow off his whites. He does grow hair. It's just not on his head. They are both fast, but once Tank catches Garcia, he will catch him. It's over. Garcia is not an extraordinary boxer. that can outbox Tank without getting touched. At the end, it should boil down to who has more heart and can weather the storm. Both should have moments in the fight, though. Okay. They should. That's fair. William Scroggins. Ryan will run out of juice early trying to knock Tank out, and then he's going to get knocked out. I don't know. Because I haven't seen Ryan run out of juice. I haven't seen him do that. Not saying he couldn't, but I just haven't seen him. I haven't experienced him, having stamina issues. Someone that tall and slender like that. Do you think Tank can truly compete at 147 and 154? I feel those guys are too big, but then again, Pacquiao. Yes, I do. I do. I mean, if he beat the shit out of Ivan Redcash the way he did, he can. And that was sparring, meaning he had protective gear on, meaning the other guy did too. So if he did go up there, and then see, we don't know how much Tank weighed. It ain't like Tank ain't had no weight problems before. So why wouldn't we think that he could go to 147? He's sparred 147 pounders. He's allegedly knocked out heavyweights, right? Remember, Mike? Stop. He knocked out a crackhead. You want any crackheads in Maryland? I didn't even see the left hook land on Fortuna until I slowed the video down. Of course, Mark David Muego. You can get caught with shots you don't see, and that's another factor that people are not even factoring. That if Ryan catches Tank with a shot to the temple and he don't see that shot, the same thing could happen to Fortuna. Another fucking southpaw, wouldn't he? So, yeah, it could happen. This is boxing, people. See, we have to get over the reputation bandwagon. And the reputation bandwagon is simple. It's like almost the public opinion will have you so in favor of one fighter over the other that when the other fighter wins, everybody's just blown away. And I'm like, why are you blown away? Just because you heard so many people that thought they knew what the fuck they were talking about, that had nothing to do with that fight, that knew nothing about those fighters, predict what would happen, and you guys are surprised that the opposite happened? This is boxing. Again, if it was a situation where there was a fight that was so lopsided, this really wouldn't even be a talking point. We would be talking about Tyson Fury or somebody, or Joshua or Canelo or anybody else. We would not be talking about Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. This is the fight that is on. These are the fights that we should be talking more about. That's why it's a topic of discussion today. That's why we're counterpunching right away. Bars! Psycho Crusher, speed impact with kinetic energy. Absolutely, brother. Leonard went to the same surgeon as Floyd for that beard. Yeah, he probably did. Leonard, I know you like the shiny dome, but everybody be talking about your nose. It look like two booty holes. Let me get you a beard. I'll front you the money. Don't worry. I'll take you my surgeon. 50,000. He's gonna stitch you up. He's gonna have you straight. You just gotta lay low for a while, and it's gonna grow. Hit the like button. Great. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Sheepo, Sakala. Hi, Kurt. How are you doing? How's the flu going? Man, you know what? I feel a lot better now, man. I really do. Like, I'm not coughing as much, thank God. I want to hit the track, but I have to help my dad move into his new house. So they're renting him a house for like 10 months, update on that. So, yeah. But man, thank God, I do feel good. It's like one of those things, like I woke up and I was like, dude, I am feeling good, but I forgot. Like, I actually forgot until you reminded me. That's crazy. It's like you had an aching pain and you'd be like, oh man, hey, how's your shoulder? Oh, you forgot, because now you're normally accustomed to being, well, right? So yeah, definitely, man. Thank you for asking. William Scroggins, you all can say what you want to say. Nobody knows, You all will just have to wait and see. I heard that, William. Alex, Teddy, Kurt, who do you see pressing the action in the fight? Tank? Tank Davis. James West, blessed by the best. Yeah, man. Yeah, you look better than yesterday for sure. Yeah, man, I feel better too. Yesterday wasn't bad either because see, here's how I look at it. If I'm progressing and I'm feeling better, okay, I'm feeling better, then I'm thankful for that particular day because I'm progressing, versus dude, I feel fucking horrible. I probably got off here. I don't even think you guys heard me cough, you know what I mean? As of through this podcast, and I've been here 20 plus minutes. So yeah, man, I'm thankful. Man, to tell you to hell with it. I'm going with Tank all the way. Ryan will catch Tank, but Tank will bounce back. I see Tank can be more durable based on the consensus. However, here's the deal. We don't know. We really just don't know what'll happen because what happens if Tank just blows him away? I'm going to give you a perfect example. You guys remember when Liam Smith fought Chris Eubank Jr.? That was just recent. That's why I'm going with that particular example because it was a recent example. And we all thought that Chris Eubank was just going, he had this durable chin. He ain't ever been down. He was just going to beat up Liam Smith. Liam Smith has been in there with Jaime Munguia, been in there with Canelo, been in there with a lot of guys, right? And we just thought, well, hey, okay, the wear and tear of Liam Smith, you know what I'm saying? He's going to get in there, and then Chris Eubank's going to do pretty much what those other guys were able to do, if not better at this stage of his career, based on the fact that he did take wear and tear, and punishment in those fights, especially with Canelo, bro. Head, body, head, city, okay? And I think he went down 3 times in the Canelo fight. And Jaime Munguia, he had an absolute war with this dude, this big fucking Aztec. Right? He went to war with him. He went to war with Jaime Munguia. Like Liam Smith, I love his 1-2s, bro. I love Liam Smith's 1-2s. He has a nice right uppercut too. Left uppercut's decent, but the right one's good. He just couldn't catch Canelo with it like he wanted to, and trying to catch Canelo with that right uppercut, he caught that left hook to the liver. However, those 1-2s are like, and he does it, like Liam is, and he did that, and he caught Jaime, and when he caught Jaime caught that too. He ate them fucking 2 burgers like some White Castle burgers. He ate them, and then he threw this left hook, and he nailed Liam. And Liam's like, oh fuck! Oh man, we have the first super sticker of the day. James West, blessed by the best. Appreciate you, brother. You didn't have to, but you did. But I appreciate that love, man. Appreciate that love. Let's see. That's because Ryan ain't never went up against anyone like Tank or on Tank's level. Well, we're going to see the levels. And see, here's the thing. Levels. We all talk about levels. Understand this. They're going to be on one fucking level. It's going to be that canvas. And we're going to see what level they're going to be on. But it all evens out when they get April 22nd. That's when you're going to see level. And we're going to see which one levels the other. Right? Counterpunch Kurt. Did you hear about Tyson Fury pulling out about the morning of the fight night with Alexander Ustinov back in 2014? I just seen the interview with Usyk's promoter. I was watching that before this started. I'm going to counterpunch that too. They're going to go out tomorrow because I already have a couple. Because I already did. Listen. Tyson Fury, and I'm not going to stay on Tyson because he's not going to get too much airtime today. I'm going to fry Tyson Fury's ass like chicken. Why? Because he's acting like a chicken until he fights. Until he gives us the fights that we want, he will be lynched, skint, scalped, ripped, torn, scathed, shaved. He will be all those things, people. But anyway, Liam turned Eubank. Yeah, he tuned. Yeah, he tuned Eubank up though. Back to Eubank. Listen, man. Yeah, Liam wasn't fucking around either. Fucking Richard Gere. Richard Gere wasn't playing around. You know, and had Roy. You know, Roy always licked his lips and shit. It would happen all the time. It happened. It happened. Chris, it happened. It happened to me. Happened to you. Gonna happen to everybody. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Isn't Luke Campbell a worthy fighter, though? Yeah, absolutely. He's a golden Olympian. Why wouldn't he be? And people forget about that. That's where he overcame adversity, but understand something about Luke Campbell, though. Cool Hand Luke wasn't a hard puncher, and he was able to do that. And I think people are basing the punching power that Luke possessed to put Ryan Garcia on the seat of his ass. Okay, he was able to he was able to do that to Ryan. So people would compare, like, okay, well, hell, what will Tank be able to do? Shit, Tank should knock his face off if Luke was able to do that to Ryan. So, you know, that's the whole thing, okay? Kurt, I hope the winner of Tank and Ryan keeps the momentum and continue to fight other top fighters. No, they won't. I'm gonna tell you that, and I'm not even trying to be. Listen. This is how the lightweight division works. You guys remember when Teofimo got the opportunity of a lifetime? He became the mandatory, I think, on the IBF side, and he was able to fight Loma, and Loma took that fight with no rematch, right? Which was dumb, I might add. Very dumb. And he upset Loma. Well, what happened? What happened? There was no Devin Haney fight. There was no Ryan Teofimo fight, even though Bob Arum wanted to see Teofimo Lopez taking on Ryan Garcia. Two Latin guys that they can sell. They can do what they need to do. That didn't happen either. What did happen? The rematch didn't happen. Even though they offered Teo, proud, dumb, arrogant ass, a shitload of money, a huger pot, but he could have made $5 million or maybe 10, I think. Right? He could have done that. No, he decided, oh well, let me fight this mandatory guy, George Kambosos, and Kambosos came in out of nowhere. You know. Well, KO Luke, I mean body shots. Tank got this one, trust me. Okay. Cool in the game. Hey, there's nothing wrong with making predictions. There's nothing wrong with that. Because see, when you make a prediction, at least you're not indecisive. That throws indecisiveness in a fire barrel, right? Right? Throw it in a dumpster fire because you're making a sound decision. Hey, I'm going with Tank. You know, I think Tank. We don't really know. You know, and I'm just telling you that with my educated counterpunching guess. We don't know what'll happen because it's too hard or it's too. We don't know until it happens. But like, if I had to pick someone, Tank's probably gonna knock him the fuck out. I mean, because it's almost like, if here's the thing, I will give you guys. Matter of fact, I won't give you guys that. I'm gonna wait to the end of this month to do the prediction. I'm not gonna really, I'm gonna break that down because I have to look at both fighters anyway. We can chat and spat about this. You know what I mean? All day, which we will for the next 30 minutes or so. But with Tank, based on the people that he's fought, you could say, oh well, he can take those punches. But then you ask yourself this question either: who the hell is Tank fought that has the speed and the velocity behind the speed and the punching power like that and the size of Ryan? Who has he fought like that? Now you could say Mario Barrios. Can Mario Barrios punch like Ryan? He took them shots from 140 pounder, didn't he? He sure did. Oh, he sure did, people. Uh-huh. Stank versus Ryan will only do 700,000. Well, Joey, that's pretty good though. 700,000 pay per view buys. You got to look at the like, dude. Actually pretty good. That's 300,000 less than a million pay per view buys. So that would be great if they did make those numbers. Understand, Pacquiao's retired. Floyd Mayweather already was retired. Floyd Mayweather's retired. Canelo, he's the only one that does those type of fights because he comes from another era. And people need to understand that about Canelo. Canelo, was fighting guys like Mayweather, fighting guys like Cotto, with both of those guys, Hall of Famers and retired. I mean, retired a long damn time ago. Think about it. Cotto's probably been retired since 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's been fucking retired almost 10 years. So like we have to look at that how it is. Like Canelo is from another era, and then see Canelo has the juice of the era that people did watch boxing. I'm talking about over here. I'm talking about you go up the street to Fast Eddie's. And I'm in Shreveport because they had a Fast Eddie's too here. If I was in Austin, still had a Fast Eddie's. You can go there and you could actually see prime boxing fights. That's where I used to get all my posters from. I got every one of my damn posters from Fast Eddie's. And I took them and I took them to Hobby Lobby. And Hobby Lobby, they framed them for me. And then, all these posters I used to have all plastered on the wall about a few years ago, right? And then I took them down, but because I rented the place out. But that's how I got my posters. But I'm saying that to say this: people used to care about boxing. They used to give a shit about boxing, and they don't really care like that over here. You go to Saturday, go to a fucking Fast Eddie's. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see UFC. That's what you're going to see. You're not going to see boxing like that. People are looking at that shit like, no, I'm not going to do that, because they had all the Canelo there, and then when Canelo went to the zone, that killed the pay-per-view model, because Canelo was involved in participation of killing the pay-per-view model. Okay, so but Canelo, though, he still gets the juice because he went back to pay-per-view. Ironically, but he went back to pay-per-view. But these other fighters, they haven't made their name known enough to be respected, to have the juice. You got to have the juice in this game, man. You can't just sit around and talk about what you can do. And what people don't understand, I'm talking about all boxers across the board. If all these boxers keep talking about who they can beat versus who they actually beat, this sport, especially in the States, is going to crumble. And the sad thing about it, the more we have the UK and the USA guys fight each other, it's far few in between, for one. But then, if they're all getting the same way, it's like American boxing is becoming like that rotten fucking apple in a basket full of apples. And what happens when you got that one rotten apple, that one rotten apple within a basket of apples? All of them are going to get rotten. That's what's happening. Because when one motherfucker starts doing stuff that seems shortcutish, shortcuts, starts making shortcuts, stops fighting the best, just keeps waiting on, a certain fight to happen or whatever, then guess what? Other fighters are going to do that same shit, because they're going to see, well, he ain't fighting nobody. Well, I got to fight this other person. That's what you're going to run into. And that's what's happening. That's why the biggest heavyweight fight, we know, right? Again, promise, wouldn't even elaborate on that, but that's an example of how people do things that they do. And these boxers are just making shortcuts, and they're thinking this shit's cool, and it ain't cool. Okay? And people catch on to that like, damn, man, you know what, man? We ain't really seen no good fights lately. The fighters are there, but guess what? This fight is here. That's more reason that you should support this fight. Don't pull the bullshit about boycotting pay-per-view and the fire stick and the jailbreaking and all that. Don't do that. Support these guys that are actually fighting. We talk more about people that are not fighting versus the people that are fighting. We should glorify, amplify the fact that these guys, Gervonta, Ryan Garcia, I know it took a while, but they're getting in there. They're getting in there. They're actually getting in there, people. Okay? That's what we need to start talking more about. What's after this? But no, to answer your question, I don't think so. No. Have you got a 70s filter on, or is it my internet trash? No, no, no. I just hit that button. I think it's actually pretty cool. Blessings on you and your family, Kurt, to everyone in the chat. Alan Skill, counterpunch, bro. You know, go with God, go with will. Bars, G Stacks, 814. Pac might fight Connor Ben. I just heard Eddie Hearn talk about that. They're talking. They just haven't had a contract sent over yet. So nothing's really important or serious as of right now. They're just in talks. That's all. PB's okay. Kurt just rewatched Fury versus Wilder. Fury faked does knockdown. Yeah, well, he didn't fake both. Joey, I did a whole video on that, bro. I wish I could send it to you, some kind of way. But he got hit. See, this is what happened. He got hit and it hurt him. Wilder knew it hurt him, and he fell. He didn't fall. He didn't fake fall. What he did was it was the delayed knockdown because like he was hurt, but he fell to avoid from getting hit again. The second knockdown, though, people, was staged. Why? But it was strategic because Fury knew I'm still hurt. This motherfucker caught me with a temple shot and it rattled my mainframe. The same shot he caught my ass with in 2018. The only difference is Wilder punched harder in 18 because he didn't have the weight behind him that he had in 2021. That's why. See, Wilder was able to catch him in the 12th round with that shot, and it was still heavier. Why? Because it was quicker. Why? Because he was thinner. Why? Because he could move faster. Speed is power, especially when you're genetically gifted with power, like Wilder is. So when Wilder hit him in the 4th round with that thudding shot, and then he caught him, he thinking, and in people's mind, they think, oh, the bigger I am, the harder I hit. Well, how about this? If you can already punch and you're already strong as shit, how about be lighter so your punch will get there faster and it will make a bigger splash? See, he probably would have knocked Tyson Fury out had he been 218 pounds, 215 pounds, 209 pounds. Because he was able to move, he was able to groove, he was able to get in there, he was able to still have stamina. Okay? That's what happened. No, so I know. He faked the second knockdown because he was still hurt from when that punch hit him. The first press conference was weak as fuck. The fight got a lot of hype, calling Ryan Garcia Hall of Fame as a joke, and this fight did not save boxing. It's simply a cool fight. This being the standard is sad. Well, yeah, because we really deserve other fights. But hey, again, it's happening. Okay, it's happening. Cotto probably retired a few years. He was supposed to fight my brother James Kirkland a couple years ago. Rick Childs, you know what? I talked to your brother James Kirkland. That's your brother. I don't know if that's your biological brother, but I'm assuming you know him if he's not your biological brother. And I, of course, I have, or should I say had, I guess by now, an apartment in Austin. I recently moved back. I don't know if I'll go back, but if I do, it'll probably be in a house maybe. But I was supposed to have an interview with him, and we supposed to just chopped it up, and then I never heard from him. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But yeah, if you talk to him, tell him to hit me up on the gram. So let's see. Tired of the narrative pushing, tired of this sport. Fury, so good, but always playing games. I see. Soul Rebel. Here's the thing. He looks good. He appears good. That doesn't make him really good. He just looks really good with the fighters that you've seen or we've seen him fight. That's the difference. Tyson Fury, if you see one guy fight a guy that he looks good against, it will give you the perception that this guy can do this with each and every opponent out there. That is false. You have to know the difference between a good performance versus opposition versus a fighter good overall. See, if a fighter was good overall, he could do that same shit to the fighter that's supposed to been the shit. But see, we're not even getting those fights. Call James, brother. He used to start. Too many cooks in the kitchen in boxing. Speed kills. I agree. Fury went down strategically that second knockdown. Absolutely. Because he's smart. He knows, like, shit. I can't. Because Wilder was just going to, topple him. He's going to, slap him with them fucking punches and shit. And he's going to get in, eventually catch him with something that does put him out. And he knew, like, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to allow this to happen. So let me go ahead and take another breather because I needed more time. And then see, Wilder was so amped by the second knockdown that he didn't go to the neutral corner, which gave him more time. And then, everybody was uproar on that shit. Oh, he gave him more time. Fucking referee, blah, 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 blah. Fuck out of here. After that fight, that was my busiest month, by the way. October of 2021, I made like close to 3 million views. Normally, I do anywhere from 700,000 to 1 million views a month. Well, that month, I did 3.5 million views in the month of October. And a lot of it was because of, Fury Wilder 3. So I thank them for that traffic. However, the aftermath, the pushback of that fight, you had Wilder fans inboxing me, just like Fury fans are now, but I think they were a little worse because, see, the Wilder fans are violent. See, the Fury fans just talk a lot of shit, which, okay, cool. The Wilder fans, they start talking a bunch of shit like, I'm going to come to your house. You better not show the fuck up here at this place. We know where you at. We know where you stay. Oh, come here. You better not go over there because we'll meet you there and we'll do this and do that. They're very violent and then, they talk a lot of shit like that, which that makes me mad because, like, you don't know me personally. So if you come up on me, like, see, if that actually happened, I'm like, this motherfucker got the balls. I mean, the balls to come at me like he said he was going to do. It's going to be some shit. Plain and simple. There ain't going to be really much talk at all. You either going to throw hands, fight, shoot, stab, something. Something's going to take place in that capacity because I'll be damned. I'm going to let some stupid, crazy, fanatical motherfucker come at me because they don't like what I say on TV, on YouTube, on my fucking platform with my opinion and my business and my prerogative. I'd be damned. That's not going to happen with me. And that, I've had people do that. They have never, no one has never came to me, and said, oh, you voted. No. I'm like Wilder. I pity the fool that does that. No. Call James, brother. He used to start. Okay. Probably in Wilder's mind, he thought in his mind that Fury wouldn't come towards him so much and try to bully him by putting his weight on him. But he did. He should have knew that from the second fight. Call James, brother, because he used VTO street fight a lot, and I had a few. And he met me and introduced me to Ann, and we associated time. He just got ghost a lot. He just goes ghost a lot. I'll text him. Yeah, text him. Yeah, he does that. I mean, yeah, text him, man. Matter of fact, you meet me send me an inbox on the gram. Tell me who you are and stuff, and then, man, we could chop it up too, because that is a great story. And I'm all about how things started. I'm about, roots. Roots are very important because a lot of people don't know certain things about certain situations. And, and it's always the people, I feel that people know certain people, but they don't know the person behind the person. They don't know that this, how did this guy come to pass? Ann Wolf was an absolute wolf. She was a fucking beast, and, her store and everything, matter of fact, I had my girlfriend's mom or whatnot. We were watching it and she just was amazed, like the story of Ann Wolf, you know. I think she had a movie though that they were working on because I had some stunt sisters that worked on it, you know. So yeah, but back to Ryan and Tank, man. Height, reach, range, speed, power, durability, heart, all this will be into play, you know. And one thing I'll say, Tank don't look scared. Tank don't look scared. Tank look like a resurrected fucking version of Easy E. Born and raised in Maryland. you know? Get Ty Booth on, bro. Ty Booth? I think Ty Booth is still mad at me. I think Ty Booth was like, bring it. Like American Kurt DeVille. I have more subscribers than him, Kurt DeVille. He's doing it for clout, isn't he? So I think Ty is still. I've never been mad at him. I just, I think he's hilarious. He has dark humor, kind of like Billy Joe. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against him at all. But I doubt he'll come here. You pay me $1,000, I'll come to your channel. No, I'm good. But he has some crazy lives, though. He does have some crazy live streams. Crazy. I'm not known for the live guy, so I'm trying to increase the live content. You know what I mean, and get people in here. But then, like, people don't come to my channel mostly for lightweights. They come for heavyweights. You know what I mean? Because I'm a heavyweight. So I like to talk about what I'm about. If that makes any sense to people. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got easy vibes too. Yeah, man. Counterpunch boxing news. Floyd Mayweather and some bodyguards tried to jump Jake Paul last night. Yeah, I heard about that. I was watching that, but like that's a TMZ joint. And like I just had other shit more important to do, just to be real. After the knockdown, Wilder missed like 5 haymakers. He's trash. Well, that one thing about Wilder is he's a one punch guy, but here's the reason why he's a one punch guy. Because his coordination is terrible. He has very heavy hands, but his coordination is terrible. His combinations are trash. I think they're getting better with Malik Scott, but a guy with long arms like that, he's not a Tommy Hearn. That's why he's one punch, because he can't hit you with multiple punches based on his inaccuracy to put punches together. See, people need to look at how things really are. Yeah, he can hit you with that one, but he gets the swelling and welling, you know what I mean? And that's how Fury survived. And that's the whole point. See, Fury knows I can take that one and I'll get up from that one because this motherfucker ain't gonna hit me again like that. You know what I mean? Wilder did learn that hook. He learned how to turn that hook over. And I'm like, well, he may have some power behind the fucking hook, if he learned how to throw it properly. Because I think in the 9th round or 9th or 10th round, Wilder come out of there and he hit him with that left hook. I'm like, oh shit, Wilder's coming back. And he showed us that, this dude has heart, cuz. He has heart, cuz. Jake ran like a bitch. Yeah, I seen it. He's running. Mayweather is still fighting because Al Heyman took 50% of his money. I don't doubt that. And I think a lot of that money, basically, I think a lot of Floyd's money went to Canelo for Canelo coming on to beat up Plant, to take that last belt from Plant. See, Al Heyman's smart. He ain't using his own shit. That's dumb. But he'll use Floyd's. Floyd, I need your money. I need a solid. Oh, how much you need, Al? I need 50 million. 50 million. Damn, that's a lot of money. But I'll get it for you. You got that. Roots means sex in Australia. Damn. Tell me something. This is going to be a slobber knocker. I got easy E5. Tank confident, but why the hydration clause? I mean, it's an edge, bro. It's an edge. And once again, James West coming in with that super sticker. Boom! James West, blessed by the best. Y'all like that super sticker? Yeah, that's lit. Nice. Level up, baby. Tank definitely has that little man syndrome about him, but he can back it up. Yeah, you know the funniest shit on like the funniest shit in the world is a shorter guy beating up a taller guy. That's why, guys, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie, man. When I saw Andy Ruiz beat up Anthony Joshua, bro. When I saw that, I fucking laughed secretly, privately, for about 10 minutes. I swear, man, I laughed my ass off because that shit was hilarious. Fucking Andy. What's happening? Beating your ass is what's happening, dude. You're getting fucking beat up. Dude, because it's just fun. It's always, those are one of those things. Because it's so uncommon. Like a little short dude beating up like a fucking kid beating up his mama. Because, you know, like, motherfuck you, you know. It's just so uncommon. It's crazy. I'm here for the impressions as well. Richard, counterpunch to you. Salute Kurt from Bucharest, Romania. Kostia, Lorentu. I pick Ryan to win. Okay. All right. Ann was a beast and crazy. Talked to Travel My Zone mom a couple weeks ago, and she was still upset at Ann's crazy training methods, like crazy methods. Yeah, she's, you know, Ann Wolf should hang out with David Goggins. Them motherfuckers should have a kid together. Should have a child. That motherfucker come out the twat. Let's go. You know, they should have a kid together. Fucking James Witt. I don't play no games. Oh, I don't play no games either. I don't play no games either. And that was Ann. You know, fuck everybody else. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck everybody else. Let's go run. Let's go run 100. Let's go run 100 miles. 100 miles? What the fuck? Go run 100 miles. Come on, let's go. Don't stop. Bah! Oh, my muscle pop. Fuck it. Like, what? People in here acting like they would try to fight 50 people for no reason, and if they did, it would make them anything. Yeah, well, look, they threatened the dude. Don't worry, I'm going to counterpunch it. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to counterpunch it. You know, I'm going to do it in about 7 minutes, you know, because I'll jump off of here. But, Kurt, did you see the Creed 3 yet? Man, I'm going to watch it with my dad probably today. We're going to watch it today. And then I will get back with you because I know everybody. Bruce Vane, Showbiz. A lot of people told me about Creed. So, I've got to watch it. And I don't want to hear too much about it because I try to sway away from a lot of things because Like, look, look, the previews should be more intriguing. They shouldn't tell you the whole fucking storyline. You know, like, don't do that. Please. Travel Mason, or My Zone, Black Magic. 3 is good, but I like 2 better. Just my thoughts. Creed 3 is not that good. Let me check it out, guys. Let me check it out. I might go see Creed now. Vincent, I'm with you. Shit, I might get up and go there now. But I want to do some I want to go to the gym first, but then I'm hungry. So, I took my Kachava this morning. That Kachava fills you up about 4 hours. And that's been about 3 hours ago. So probably after I run and stuff like that. But I got to do some more work. You know what I mean? So there's a lot I got to do. Kind of Punch Boxing News. I'm going to see Creed 3 this Saturday. Bryce Productions. I'm glad you said more than hi. Bryce Productions always comes on here and says hi. And it just reminds me of like something a woman would do. And it might not even be a woman at all. It's just maybe just hi. I don't know. But I always just it cracks me up. There it is. Hi. You passive motherfucker. Hi. But gotta love it though, man. Gotta love it. But yeah, man. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, face to face. Listen, it looks good. It sounds good. I grew up down the street from where Rocky was filmed and even met him shooting Rocky 6. Sly is like 4'11" tall. Yeah, I seen Stallone. He's real short as shit. I met him. I ran into Sly in 2013, probably around this time, 2013. It was probably March or April of 2013. So about 10 years ago. James, Abood, Kirk kind of punched to you. How is your dad doing? How is the house? All the best. Shakur versus all the lightweights. Think he might be the best. Thoughts? My dad's doing good. Actually, I have to see him. He's getting the Wi-Fi changed over from his house to the rental. The rental's freaking hot. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a live there and check it out and everything. It's not. It's like right over the bridge. It's not far. It's not secluded like his house is, but he's doing fine. He's doing well. I seen him. I hung out with him yesterday. We watched. What did we see together? We watched The Last of Us together. So yeah, pretty cool. James, man, thank you for asking. I really appreciate it, man. About how tall he seemed to be. About 5'2", maybe 5'3". You know what I mean? He's a small little dude. I respected Sly was out there on Kensington in Somerset, the heroin mecca of Philly, just shaking crackheads' hands and stuff. Yeah, dude, I've been to Philly 6 times. Six times. I used to have my ex. She used to live there, so I used to go there to visit her. So I always take a chance. And what was fucked up, me and her took pictures of the statue, like side by side with the statue behind us, and the fucking phone didn't save any of it. Didn't save any of that shit. The one I have on one of my intros, with me in front of it like this, holding my hand up, that was the only one that I was able to receive. The other ones I didn't have for shit. Tank looks like a midget. Well, he's small. He's just a very tough midget. I met Mr. T when I was a kid, and I always thought that he was like 6'5", but he must have been like 5'9" with lifts. Internet says Sly is between 5'7" and 5'10". I believe 5'7". He might be. But I think he wears those little spaces too. I know a lot of stunt guys that do that shit. If they call, hey, we're looking, like, let's say a stunt guy's 5'10". They're like, hey, we're looking for a guy 6 foot. He'll fucking go in and wear some spacers and get you taller. So, a lot of tricks of the trade when it comes to films. You know what I mean? I'm like Lady Shan. They're all fucking liars. They're all liars. How tall is Van Damme? About 5'8". About 5'8". I mean, and then see, so Sly has to be his height. So they're about 5'7", 5'8", all of them. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, I can't wait to see it. So yeah, I may check that out now. You know what I mean? But you guys, again, James West, Blessed by the Best, Joey Chaz, Richard, Joey, Alan Skill, Vincent. Look, all you guys have a blessed day. I will see you guys tomorrow around 2-ish. so we can talk about more of this fuckery that we're not talking about today. So I'm glad that we had a break from that mess. But anyway, we'll get back into it. We'll talk tomorrow. Stay tuned for some more content. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.